Good morning, human beings. I am on trip number 2 to my son's preschool because apparently I am a terrible parent and did not realize that it is water day, whatever the hell that is. So yeah, there's that. It's water day, so I need to go bring a swimsuit, or else they will just make him do this in his clothing, which seems rather cruel. So, last I posted, I was in the ER, and I had viral syndrome. Whatever the fuck they're trying to imply there. But backing out fairly fast. Come on. I'm not even gonna bother with your bullshit. Okay. I had viral syndrome, so therefore I was completely not made up and looking terrible. Much like cancer, AIDS patients. I get a virus and I feel like I'm dying, even when I'm not. You know, fun stuff like that. Sorry, air conditioning. So, there's that. And I spent several days up until, and I mean like literally last night up until when I woke up this morning, that I literally thought that I was going to end up in the hospital again soon. And it wouldn't be a virus, it would be they ran blood cultures, but they didn't run fungi blood cultures, which is usually how that works. Like, if you feel real sick and it's not bacteria and you don't have normal signs, it could be a fungus, which is like 100,000 times worse. Let's just be honest here. Okay, so anyway, I have been just kind of recouping from that, dealing with the like 700,000 appointments that are coming up based on different consultations, and you have to do a lot of appointments for a transplant, like a lot of them. And I spoke with some doctors that I know in the ER. That's obviously, they're not brand new doctors, so they're not speaking out of their ass, but they're not older doctors, so they're not speaking out of like far past experience and stuff. But their feelings about transplants, multivisceral transplants in adults, and the outcome ratio is a lot of what I knew, which is the outcome's not great, like, unless you're super dying. It's 90% of the people within 5 years are dead, just so you know. It's kind of shitty, isn't it? And so, at that rate, it's not worth it, because I definitely have more than 5 years left this way. I mean, unless I suddenly become septic, don't notice, let it go and die. And I didn't recently think about this. So yeah, life is actually really, really scary. Especially if you're going through certain things. Especially if we're talking about something like, I'm literally sitting down and having like literal, almost end-of-life conversations with my family member that counts. And I guess I'm not thinking about it. I guess I just kind of block that idea out, right? Because I'm having these conversations about you know, I don't think I'm going to take the transplant, and here's why. And what do you think I should say to these people that are making all of these appointments for me? And I know they're doctors, I know they're bound to tell me certain things, right? Especially the transplant surgeons, but you talk to them and they look at me as like a nice specimen to test on. My liver's not failing, which is most people. I'm not extremely old, but I'm not a child. And sort of my issues, I'm relatively healthy. None of my other like accessory organs, TPN, are failing. Kidneys, liver, heart, I guess, pancreas, and so they kind of skirt around a lot of the things that I was told by other doctors, especially the one who I know really quite well at this point, and he knows I'm pretty blunt about things, and he goes, look, what have they told you about the percentages of survival on this? And I said, well, they really didn't tell me anything. They said, well, there's only like been this 150 adults done, so we don't have the best things. And he looked at me and he said, well, how do you feel about it? And I told him how I felt about it. Like, I honestly have not seen any adult cases that have been decent. And he goes, look, I've worked in the ICU. I've seen a lot of the end of the life of these people. 90% of them are gone within 5 years, and that last year spent in the ICU. I wouldn't wish that death on anyone. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Of being severely allergic to a lot of medication. And when I said we have no way of knowing if I'm allergic to those remission drugs, he looked at me with a really sad look on his face and he said, they will have signed your death certificate. They will have signed your death certificate, meaning that if I'm allergic to said medication, they will have signed my death certificate. Like, I know it and everything, it's just sad to hear it coming from someone else. And it's hard for a lot of people to imagine walking around knowing that, like, I know my life could end at literally any minute if we're talking about, like, the reason why somebody might want to get a transplant is because of sepsis. But at the same time, my life could end at any minute, plus, you know, it's not going to be super duper long. There's a lot better of a chance that I'm not going to make it another 20 years. But, for fuck's sake, another 5 or another 30 days after the transplant, depending on the outcome. Does that sound better? I mean, I'm sitting there having that conversation with my mom. I've never thought about how scary it really is. Because I have to try not to think about it. I have to go deliver my kids some swimwear. I'll be right back. Okay, so I dropped off his swimsuit stuff. Don't worry, I sucked up my crying before I got to the door. That's another thing. Having to suck up your crying and whatever. it's something that I can't explain fully to my kid. Because he's 3 and I don't think he fully understands, like, the death thing. And even if he does, should you tell your 3-year-old, like, if I got the transplant, if I was going to get it, I think I would tell my kid. But short of that, I don't think I will. Because I'm not sick enough at this moment where I think telling him is going to benefit any part of his life. I don't know anything else to say about that. It's not, I don't feel like it's gonna benefit his life to tell him, but I don't think about it very often. I try very, very hard. I try very hard not to think about the mortality risk that I'm facing, and it's only in the past couple days that it's pretty much since I posted that video just sitting in the ER that those are the times that I realize the level of mortality risk I face. Because that's the time where you think not many people are just like, I need to go to the ER so I don't die of sepsis. Like, sometimes I think, like, that's what my need to do things like change clothes a million times a day. And I feel like I need to get everything in on every single day. And I think that's, like, a borderline factor is knowing that I could die sooner. And I just don't, I'm not thinking about it in that way, though. Like, where I'm not going, like, okay, so I'm gonna die soon, so I need to do A, B, C, D all at once. But that's kind of what happens. Anyway, I won't be wearing the same clothes. I'm still rambling, and I need to get some gas, which I'm going to try to put off till tomorrow, because I have exactly $5 in my bank account. I don't know what's going on with my disability, because they still are being weird about it. I know I have other, like, food stamp and child support situations that are being fucked with. One, because the people are completely incompetent when it comes to reading numbers on a page and putting them in a form. Actually, what's funny is I've already put them in a form. They just, like, apparently have to do it again and can't figure out how to do it. And then the other one is my ex losing a job and getting a job and then fucking around with that long enough that, like, it changed all the times and days that I get things done, and then for, like, that I receive child support and puddles. And then the fact that he's changing the job again, so we're gonna be really fucked up. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and talk to you guys later. Bye. This is what it looks like when it's a really nice day outside, but you're stuck in the hospital. But would you like to see what it looks like outside now? Nice blue water. Me. Nice blue water. Me. Come here. Coco. Coco. Hey. Coco.